It does seem the world's a bit on fire at the moment. And as you were saying, like yesterday, I have to say this was not on the bingo card.
No.
South Korea. There was a what on earth moment, I think, when we all saw the headlines. And then, retracted very quickly. A matter of hours later, he rescinds martial law. Parliament gets in there very quickly and says, no, what are you doing? Right. He's now likely to be impeached. He's likely to be out. It's like still thinking, what exactly happened here?
One question here before we get to France, and that is this leader of South Korea, so fragile, supports America, wants to be more strident against North Korea. Is that belief threatened within the turmoil of the government?
Oh, very much so. So you've got the opposition party leader, Lee Jae-myung, who's more cautious on all of those, including the US. He's talked about having a more pragmatic economic relationship with China, for example. So for the US, it's been really important. You've got Japan, South Korea, and the US all rowing together.
Okay, I'm going to cut to the chase. Are you going to Notre Dame December 7th? I mean, I saw the Gulf Stream. All of a sudden, the Gulf Stream is out.
Not available.
Ros Mathieson, Notre Dame here with President-elect Trump?
Well, we'll see, of course. I mean, it's very interesting to have Donald Trump in France so soon, given what's likely to happen today, which is possibly the collapse of the French government. I mean...
So where are we, Roz, on that? I mean, President Macron is out asking, I guess, the government, to just take your time here. Let's reset here. What do you think will happen today in France?
Well, it's interesting to see Emmanuel Macron surface at all because he's kind of been missing in all of this. I mean, he called an election 6 months ago and then didn't campaign. After the election result, he didn't surface for days. He's been very quiet as his government has been battling this fiscal, economic and political crisis at home. Now he's saying, please don't topple my government. But what you've got is the left and the right who really don't like each other with a common enemy, and the common enemy is Barnier and his budget.
Okay.
And they really just, they're joining together and they're likely to see it through.
As an amateur, I explained there's 5 parties, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, Macron sort of kind of like in the middle. The conservative group, less Le Pen, less nationalist, less conservative, have they permanently broken from Macron?
To some extent. I mean, they weren't very happy about the way he handled the election. And France is like many countries. It's gravitating in all sorts of different directions. Populist, but to the right. Spending, but to the right at the same time. And so drawing the politicians and the parties that way, that's where the votes are.